Nilitumia mwalimu wake wa darasa, maana ilikuwa ni bahati mzuri kwamba alikuwa mwalimu wa kike na akamweka karibu sana. Na naona kwamba ilinisaidia, nikaona kwamba akarekebika. Kwa mfano, mtoto msichana alipofika stage yake ambayo inaitwa adolescence stage, msichana anageuka tabia, anakuwa na kiburi, unakuta kwamba anaanza kuheshimu hata watu wa nje kukuliko.
This kind of children who are exposed to this kind of materials end up not even performing well. And some of them are even expelled out of the school system because they cannot be able to cope.
Na kuambia vijana, hasa wasichana wangu, kwa mitandao wako busy sana na masimu. Mtoto anatoka anaingia na simu ya 8,000. Ukimuuliza ametoa wapi simu, anasema mama usiniulize.
If our parents separated, whatever bitterness made them whatever made them to separate will always bring bitterness to that person. Then it may even extend to the children.
I have been brought up with 5 stepmothers. I received a lot of abuse from the stepmothers. There was a time there was this woman who took advantage of me sexually and harassed me, and I was around in class 3. I was around 10 to 12 years.
The final thing that has made people fear to seek counseling is lack of confidentiality on the part of the counselors. Times have changed, and that the child of today, when he's 7 years, he knows things that we used to take like 20 years to know.
Something should be done, particularly with the generation that is illiterate, and when it comes to the era of the internet, the era of the mobile phone, something needs to be done.
Cannot be able to cope.
My name is Anne Shivina. I am a nurse and a counselor. I teach students through Serene Education Center, which is in Nakuru, but has a branch in Kakamega. So I handle classes teaching them counseling. I have handled teachers in Malava and Lugari. I have also handled the youth. Discipline could also be an issue when a parent is single-handed, because most of the time you'll find that the parent is out trying to look for money to make ends meet. So it will be difficult for him or her to discipline children, because some things may happen in his absence or her absence, and they may pass. He may not know, and then at the end of everything you find that by the time he or she is discovering, maybe the milk is maybe getting sour. And then another thing is one-sided teaching for the children, because you find that if a parent is a man, he may want to teach most of the things that are mannish to the children. And if a parent is also single and it is a lady, she may also teach the children some things that are ladish. So you find that they may miss something depending on which type of single parent it is. And then another thing is the society also. You may find that most of the time from observation, the society may lack some respect for the children or even the parents who are single-handed. They may say something, but you may find people saying, no, after all, this one is being brought up by a single parent, or maybe the single parent may not have a real say, that people may respect opinions, the majority. Another thing is like bitterness. It brings bitterness. You may find that if I give an example, like if a parents separated, whatever bitterness made them whatever made them to separate will always bring bitterness to that person. Then it may even extend to the children. You find that anytime children make a mistake, a parent may want to punish with that bitterness that she or he is having within himself. So it may also bring a problem. Even the children, once the children maybe discover, you may find that a child is born, maybe a father takes off, and then this child will come up single-handed. But one day, when this child grows, will always know that I had a father somewhere who never wanted to take care of me. So that child remains with that bitterness, which is also not a good thing, because it may affect this child in future. It can even it can also affect this parent's psychology. Children may also ask parents difficult questions, which is a challenge, because when children ask questions, difficult questions like, where is my father, or where is my mother, depending on what made them to separate, a parent may find it difficult. Or maybe if I'd use a case like a rape case, we have cases where a lady was raped, she got pregnant, and she delivered a child. So you find that as this child grows, accuses the mother, where is my father? The mother finds it very difficult to start explaining to the child that you were born out of rape. So it is very difficult. Parents sometimes they don't know what to answer. Then I can talk about immorality also, because I want to give an example. Like if a family breaks, you find that a mother will go and start staying alone. When a mother stays alone, if she is not careful to be a role model to the children, maybe wanting to start inviting maybe other men, maybe in the house and whatever, the children may also just tend to start copying what maybe the parent is doing, be it a father or a mother. He or she goes out maybe to look for a place they are going to stay with the man. One of these fine days, these children, especially when children are at adolescent stage, they are very curious. They want to know a lot. Why does our mother go out and leave us and she stays there overnight? Why does our father go out and leave us and stay there overnight? So you find that they may end up copying whatever the parent is doing. The parents who are faced with these issues, number one, they should become role models to their children. Even if we know it is hard for a parent to survive alone, but parents should try, single parents should try become role models. Even all parents, so long as you are called a parent, whether single or whichever, should be role models. Do the right things so that the child can emulate what you are doing. Then the parents can also join support groups. They are there so that maybe they can make extra money. They can learn how to make maybe extra money, because support groups have so many things. Like maybe, let me say, out of support groups, we have income generating activities which they can join, then get extra money. They can be taught whichever, depending on whichever the support group has, which project they are doing, so long as they have some money. Another thing is, we also urge that maybe the parents should also tell the children the truth, because when a child asks some questions, I think it is good for a parent bring a child. If a mother or a father separated maybe if they separated, a couple separated, whoever is with the children should tell the children the truth. Maybe I separated with your father because of 1, 2, 3. Because we've been having cases where you find if it is a mother or a father is even trying to bar children from seeing the other partner who is maybe willing to be seeing the children, but they bar them. That thing affects children psychologically as they even grow up, because they grow up, they didn't see their father, their mother, and we have seen so many problems out of that. So it is good to tell them the truth. However bad the situation was that made you separate, I think it is good for them to be truthful, tell them, even if they don't want to say each and everything, but to tell them truthfully, your father is there. Tell them if he is available somewhere. Let the children know that their father is there and available somewhere, but maybe he's not seeing them because of 1 or 2 issues. Let them know, because eventually, even if they are children, they will eventually grow and become adults. So how will they also handle problems when they get them? And then they should give them also proper direction. And wherever things are impossible, it is good for them to refer. They should seek guiding and counseling, which is there, because when situations are hard, it doesn't mean that is the end of everything. You can always get a solution. So through guiding and counseling, if a parent has any problem, look for counselors. If the children have a problem, look for counselors who can at least help. Then let them also allow, parents should allow the children to mix with others. We have other parents, maybe single, or even those who are not single, they don't want their children to mix with others. But when children mix with others, they tend to learn a lot and they grow well. Young people are dying from AIDS, and AIDS has been there for some time. And because the disease has been there for some time, people tend to ignore and think it is not there. Some of them feel it is not there. We have those who say they don't care because the drugs are there. We have those